Let's do it.
Hello,
Hi.
and welcome to the impromptu, not planned, not organized, but extra long intro Josh and Tyler's show. No, this was just random.
Oh.
So I have this movie game. We're going to pitch some movies today.
Oh, God.
So Tyler here, I'm sure if the studio execs walked up to him like, make me a movie, because I need a movie. And when the movie is made, I want it to make money. He'd be like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then he'd make the money and make the movie and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I honestly have a general idea of how this works, so I might have to read the instructions. Tyler, you
That would be great.
you can fill time for me.
Wait, what?
Just kidding.
What am I supposed to do? Plug a Christmas series that I haven't even decided on yet?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, when I get home after doing this, I'm probably going to have to sit through the shortest ones because, I mean, I'm going to review one that's 6 minutes long and another that's only half hour. Because, there are some really good Disney shorts out there that people really need to discover.
Like, which one are you thinking of reviewing there? Will I get these cards set
Well,
up?
the first two I'm going to cover are The Little Match Girl, which is 6 minutes. It was a short that was supposed to make it onto a third Fantasia. But
Oh, you were talking about this one, yeah.
But because Fantasia 3 never happened, it got put on... Doug Walker said that he found it on like a Little Mermaid DVD or something like that.
Huh.
I don't know the comparison on that one because it was directed by one of the Lion King directors.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And the other one is a Don Bluth half-hour short.
Huh.
Because he did work for Disney at one certain point.
Oh.
And it's about a boy who has to sell his donkey because it's too old. But everyone that he goes to the market to try and sell to is just incredibly cruel. Until he comes across two people who might be the right people. And in case you don't know who those people are, I'm not going to spoil it. But
Is it called I'm Too Old for This Shit and Danny Glover voices the donkey?
that is a Christmas movie and that would be awesome, but no.
Seriously? Danny Glover's a donkey?
No.
Oh.
Danny Glover was in Prince of Egypt, and that's the closest he'll ever be into something Disney.
Alright, so let's jump into our game.
Yeah.
You can check out Tyler Wolf for 2Fs for fun and funner. I had something.
If you were going to do a Disney reference, you could have said fun and fancy free.
Oh my goodness, I've seen that. I don't remember it, but that's a long time ago. That's got Jiminy Cricket, right? Jiminy Cricket's in there? Yeah, I remember. So you take one of these note cards and one of these character cards, and you have to pitch a movie to me.
What?
Is it blank? Okay.
Yes, it's blank.
All right.
Why is it blank?
I don't know. Take that one. That one's got words on it. I gotta figure out. So what do you got there in your hand?
Okay, so do I gotta figure out how to read which one to read.
Well, you gotta combine them both. Make a movie, and you gotta pitch it. And give me a basic plot. Give me a 1 minute summary of what the movie is gonna be. That's the idea here.
Okay, so choose a mentor character from another player's previously pitched movie. Oh fuck.
Okay, pick any movie we talked about today on the podcast. Anything we shot today. Any movie character, mentor.
Okay, so let's take Jason Voorhees.
Good.
From Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's correct. You got the whole title.
How can we tie this in with the Harry Potter franchise?
Oh. Well, you gotta help me out here. I'm thinking that Jason Voorhees owns Fluffy. Three-headed dog.
Now that would make total sense.
He owns a three-headed dog, and he is Hagrid's best friend. Now you jump in here with something else.
Okay.
What are they doing in this movie?
They are hunting down Death Eaters.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
He's unkillable. This is perfect.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
And let me see. This is what I get for having no idea what
How about this? How about this? Jason Voorhees, Hagrid's half-brother, to the other tall half-brother, has to go save Hagrid from Death Eaters when him and what's the name of his dog thing?
You just said Fluffy.
No, it's not Fluffy. The small dog.
Actually, I don't know that one.
Anyway, he takes his normal dog. They get kidnapped by Death Eaters, and Jason Voorhees has to use all his powers and might and his love for Hermione because that's a thing now. She loves Jason Voorhees. She's in love with Hagrid's half brother because she doesn't speak, and she gets a lot of words in edgewise, like she says in in Goblet of Fire. He doesn't say much, but he just watches me study.
Right.
So they have to hunt down the Death Eaters, headed by Lucius Malfoy, who's trying to bring Voldemort back from the dead. But what they don't know is that Voldemort cannot come back from the dead as long as Jason lives. Jason, back to hell too.
This all sounds completely plausible.
100%. I mean, do you ship Jason and Hermione?
No. Ew. Oh,
I mean,
God.
he's pretty much Crumb. Just put a mask on Crumb, you got Jason.
I guess.
Right? Like, he doesn't say much. He's tall, he has a bald head. Does he bald? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Alright, let me pitch you one. Alright, I have to pitch a franchise. So I'm going to pick a franchise here. So you give me any franchise. Give me a franchise here.
Trolls.
Good. Alright, so we know that Trolls 1 is a decent movie. Trolls 2 is over the top and ridiculous. But now we're getting Trolls on dolphins. Picture this.
What?
Trolls are now going aquatic. What do we love in movies? Dolphins. Freaking dolphins. And how can we get these dolphins? By riding on their backs. The Trolls are now mercenaries taking out people who kill tuna. And you know who their captain of the Flipper team is? Flipper. Motherfucking Flippers driving around with Trolls on his back, and they gotta take down those pesky boat guys catching the tuna and catching the dolphins in their traps. This is Trolls 3. Flippers in the wild.
As long as Mike Ehrmantraut comes back, because he was actually the villain in Flipper.
Good, I'm in. He can have a boat.
Seriously, Elijah Wood, Kirsten Dunst, and then Mike Ehrmantraut before he
With
got famous.
Trolls! Alright. Does that have writing on it?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Alright, just ask me what you need to know. What this says, if it says previously pitched franchise or something, I will fill in the gaps. You pitch me.
Well, just to keep up with the dolphin theme.
Good!
Let's
Pitch me
just...
some dolphins.
Okay, so this is the third in a Flipper trilogy.
Ooh, I'm excited.
But
Tell me.
I like this idea, but I want to be in it.
Okay, Tyler, you're
Now
in
you
it.
have
You
to-
can be in it.
Now
I'm
you have to
Zach.
make me the main character of this
You
film.
can be a dolphin. I will allow this. We have CG capture technology.
Absolutely.
Tyler's a dolphin. I'm in. We're making billions.
You have to get a second dolphin in to have a comedic duo, a straight man and
Who's
someone
your
who
second
actually-
dolphin? I'm the second dolphin?
Yes.
I'm honored. I will be in this $1 billion franchise.
You say something stupid, and I am there to just point out how fucking stupid that
Dolphins
is.
have bills that are never paid.
Did your mom drop you at the bottom of the ocean as a kid?
No, she drowned me, but it didn't work.
See, this is working out so perfectly.
We are the perfect dolphin duo. Is Will Smith the third?
No.
What is the movie?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god. How long are we doing this for?
We're just going to do this for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Give me a random movie character. Any movie character that has existed or not existed or up out of anything.
Any character?
Any movie character. Give it to me.
Oh, fuck. How do I get this started?
Oh, I don't even know what this is.
I am gonna go with Chris Tucker from The Fifth Element.
Great. So picture this. It's 1860. We're in the middle of
Oh,
the
God.
American Civil War.
Fuck,
Chris
what did I
Tucker
just do?
and Abraham Lincoln are trying to free the slaves.
What
But
the
it's a
fuck did I
kid's
just
movie.
do?
This is an educational kids movie. Chris Tucker is all PG now. He can't say a lot of those things, so he's like mother flupper and canning garbage, and he's laying out these stupid flippy one-liners, and Abraham Lincoln's trying to do his good work. but Chris Tucker keeps getting in the way. And eventually, we find out that Chris Tucker betrays him and joins the other side, but he's killed by a cannonball to the face, but we cut away because it's a kid's movie with a fart sound effect.
Wait a minute, let me see that damn card. Let's see this during the Civil War. Cool.
Yep.
Choose another character from another... Oh my... Are these literally the exact same cards?
I don't know. Anyway, do you want to know the title of the movie?
No.
You sure you don't want to know?
I'm absolutely sure.
You're sure?
Yes!
Alright.
You're gonna tell me it anyways.
Was trying to think of one, so I'm trying to stall. My thought is here, also it co-stars Patrick Swayze. It's called North and Educational, the Chris Tucker story.
That is one of the most unfortunate coincidences we've ever had. In fact, it is the most unfortunate coincidence.
All right, just take a note, and I'll give you a random. And if the character, I'll give you a character. I'll give you any character. You got to pitch a movie with this. I'm gonna say Ernest from Ernest Goes to Camp. Pitch me a movie.
Okay, so
I'm ready.
I have never seen an Ernest movie, so I am assuming that he is a camp counselor because of
Good.
logic cuts.
I'm gonna plug this in while you keep going.
And I gotta think, what are some 90s kids that were semi-relevant at that point? Okay, let's
Macaulay Culkin.
go with Macaulay Culkin. We have Alyssa Milano. Maybe have a cheap, non-existent relationship or connection on that end.
Okay.
Like Macaulay Culkin had a connection with some girl from My Girl, so I don't remember who that girl was.
Girl from My Girl, Macaulay Culkin, Ernest from Camp. I got it. What are we doing?
Okay,
I'm excited. I'm so damn excited.
In the vein of Ernest Scares Stupid, there is a killer on the loose to make fun of all of these serial killer movies like Sleepaway Camp and such.
Good. I'm in.
And they are being chased around and they have to come up with some Home Alone style traps in the woods.
Excellent.
Go all Rambo style. You can have Macaulay Culkin painting some serial killer's blood on his eyes. But the twist is they have been dead the entire time.
Ooh.
And the killer is basically the hitchhiker from that Twilight Zone episode who is the angel of death the entire time.
Awesome. What is the movie called? What movie is going to make me all the money?
That's not written in the rules of any of this.
Give me a title. What would you call it? I want to know.
Shit. Richie Rich is dead in a ditch.
I would totally watch. Does the killer be like, Richie Rich is dead in a ditch?
Maybe at the very end. This would make a great Funny or Die movie or something. Imagine if Funny or Die made movies. This is probably what we would get stuck with. And I'm just going to cut the deck on this one. Just
all right.
The
character ones are very random. So we either get character or franchise. So I got character this time around. So you got to give me 2 characters.
2 characters.
2 new characters that we have not used yet in the game.
2 characters we have not used yet. I'm going to go with Steve Buscemi from Fargo.
X.
Along with, because I need someone who is a little more stone cold than Peter Stormare.
Okay.
I gotta think of someone who is a little more silent.
Give me a female lead on this. Female actress for this.
Shit.
Anybody.
I can't think of any. Weirdly enough, I can't think of any female characters who are silent but deadly, except for Zhang Zi from Rush Hour 2, that Chinese girl that fights for stuff. I can't think of any other female.
Great.
You said female leads. I gave you one.
I am pitching a sequel to the movie you just pitched.
Shit.
Picture it. Richie Rich is dead in a ditch. 2, still know what you did last summer. Steve Buscemi and his wife, the person from Rush Hour, are in the woods. It's 5 years since the incident where everyone died. The angel of death is no more. And Macaulay Culkin, crawling out of his grave 20 years after his retirement, after he denied Home Alone 3, is a ghost haunting their cabin. And all Steve Buscemi can do is be confused. It's confused Steve Buscemi in a cabin while Macaulay Culkin tries his darndest to actually act. It's Richie Rich is dead in a ditch, but it's a cabin too. Would you watch it?
Quite possibly.
You get a character then. If it's blank, it's a character.
I didn't even know what it was.
Oh, you got a plot. Good.
Yes.
I gotta give you a character. Give me. Oh, Stuart Little.
Okay. We have Stuart Little
Mm-hmm.
in a fourth movie that has absolutely no right to exist.
Good. I'm excited for it.
What if the main character was actually a misunderstood giant? So for some circumstances, imagine there is a mad scientist who is working on some type of formula that can make characters big or small, kind of like Steve Buscemi in Spy Kids 2.
Huh. Okay.
In fact, you could get him to
Oh, right.
cross over
I like this
from
Steve
Spy
Buscemi.
Kids
He's popular with the
into
kiddies.
Stuart Little. And Stuart, for whatever reason, despite the fact that he has learned in 3 movies already that his size doesn't matter, is still insecure about his size. So he hears about this. He goes on yet another road trip with Nathan Lane, who, my God, can he get any less annoying as time goes by? Even if he is a cute white little cat or something like that.
All right.
And he finds this.
I love it.
And we get this King Kong style thing where, just for the sake of homages, instead of him grabbing a girl, he could probably grab Jonathan Lipnicki, who looks very buffed up nowadays. Seriously, look up pictures of Jonathan Lipnicki. He's not cute, but girls will still go for him either way, just not the girls that...
Is there a death battle between giant Stuart Little and Jonathan Lipnicki fighting it out till they bleed in the streets?
Yes,
Excellent.
because my plot card is about Stuart Little and George fighting to save a rare and mysterious animal from poachers.
It's Kitty Hawk from number 2, isn't it?
So, instead of this being in New York, like I just mentioned, for all I know, the little family could be on a trip to Australia.
A kangaroo. They could be fighting to save Kangaroo Jack.
Very well, might.
In Honey, I Blew Up the Kangaroo.
This actually said misunderstood gorilla, but
All right.
you know why I
Fair enough.
switched it up.
Give me a random plot element. I got a plot here. I got a random plot element. This means we make a plot up. Give me something that happens in the movie.
Oh, man,
Anything.
I'm not good
Anything.
at this.
What happens in this movie, Tyler?
You don't have a character or a note or anything like that?
Give me a plot point. An event that happened.
Well, the most bland and generic one, because, I mean, if we're going by studio pitches, let's be completely honest about
Bland
that.
generic.
Bland and generic, someone is mourning the death of their wife and is, of course, struggling to be a single parent. I mean, really, how many times have you seen that happen?
Good.
I speak something generic, he goes full-blown, batshit, gonzo insane.
Here's the thing. This is a movie starring Tim Allen. Tim Allen is the U.S. president and a bear. He's the first ever elected bear to be the U.S. president, but he's struggling to keep his family. A very attractive mid-40s Mila Kunis. And his kid, played by Jacob Tremblay. He has to fight to save the country and his family through nuclear war and crisis and cheating on his wife with Hillary Clinton. It's called U.S. Disaster. And he's got an arrow through his head.
I didn't realize Tim Allen remade Pixels, but...
I forgot that Pixels existed, to be honest. Alright, what do you got for yours?
Oh, shit.
What do you got? You need a character, right?
Actually, I need a plot point.
You need a plot.
Because I went with that one for whatever.
Falls in a well trying to retrieve something.
Okay, so imagine if all the characters in this upcoming movie were freshmen in college.
Good.
And when I say freshmen in college, I mean freshmen who totally look like they're 40. So,
excellent.
We've got Jonah Hill, we have got Channing Tatum, and yes, I've done that duo before, but I don't fucking care.
Okay.
They were really funny in that
Excellent.
duo.
I love it.
And maybe some has-beens like Michael Cera, because really, what is he doing anymore? Or
Alright.
better yet, how about Michael Cera and Jesse Eisenberg as roommates? Because that
Excellent.
probably hasn't happened yet. Some people are going to get confused. In fact, better yet, Michael Cera doesn't fall down the well. Jesse Eisenberg pushes him down the well and takes his identity. And 21 Jump Street detectives who are already investigating some type of drug bust in a college catch wind of this, but are the only ones in this school who can clearly tell that Eisenberg is not Michael Cera, but that's the entire joke. There's some commentary about celebrity lookalikes and certain shit like that.
Who cameos?
That is actually a really good question.
Who cameos in the movie? Gets one scene.
Just for fun, how about Seth Rogen just
Yes.
adding in with the Jews with curly hair?
Can he
type
be
of
in the
trope?
well already when he falls down and he gets hit and he's like, ow, I'm down here.
No, but we can have Warwick Davis as a guy named Timmy.
Excellent, I love it. What are you calling it?
State of Well-Being.
Ooh.
It has to be a really shitty, crappy title for something
Or
like
like
that.
Pineapple 2 AD. All right,
Just do yours, man.
give me a character here.
A character.
Give me two random characters who have nothing in common.
Well, that should be pretty straightforward. Uh,
Oh, this would be good.
yeah. Just because I keep dropping Christmas stuff in every single video.
Sure,
that
we
we've
can
been-
do Christmas.
I am going to go with Santa Claus and Satan because as Kirk Cameron pointed out in Saving Christmas, they literally have the exact same letters in their names.
I'd like to point out that we have referenced Saving Christmas more times than Sleepaway Camp today.
Yes.
All right,
And I might have to make him sit through it at one point.
Santa Claus and Satan are rival journalists. They work in the LA Times, and they're both on the trail of a hot story. A man who got pushed down a well. And the only way to do this is to team up with Jonah Hill and Seth Rogen to find out how they got pushed down a well halfway through a mid-mysterious. And they're polar opposites cause zany antics like the devil cursing someone and Jesus giving him a sandwich. These are the type of things you can look forward to A Cure for Wellness 2.
Okay, that was actually a pretty good pun. I'll give you that one.
I was just like, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going back with the characters just because.
Let me give you a plot point.
Fuck you, man. I
What?
have.
You
have
have
a
it? Then
plot.
go.
Give me a fucking character.
Oh. Wet paint. It's a living, drying, wet paint walking wall.
then. That can still fit with what I've got.
Good,
here,
I'm
so.
really glad.
Your wet paint is not just a live wet paint being. It is a wet paint shark with a human brain.
I watched it. You sold me. Continue.
And this is a wet paint shark spin-off of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Yes! I'm so in.
Because for some reason, Robert Rodriguez is actually making a standalone sequel to Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Do not ask me how. Do not ask me why I know this. I just know it. It's fucking
We know it.
there.
It's truth. It's real.
And what we know is that Taylor Lautner has absolutely nothing going on in his life right now. He probably still lives with his parents, as far as I'm concerned. So he could really use the money, and he could actually use something that could put his martial arts skills to the test.
Awesome.
Because in Shark Boy and Lava Girl, he actually did use his karate skills and was okay enough. He really didn't do anything with it. But imagine if he had to fight this wet paint shark with a human brain. And somehow you can shove in a commentary about a shark fighting a shark, how there's some conflict between people who are very similar in appearance, because kids' movies are starting to tackle the don't judge a book by its cover thing and equate it with race a lot more often. I mean, look at Zootopia and how people...
Look at Kirk Cameron Saves Christmas.
And what? Oh. Speaking of Chris Tucker, imagine if Chris Tucker was in the cast of Queer Eye. You would get the token black guy in Saving Christmas.
Yeah, probably.
It's... Why was that guy... Why did that guy think that was a good idea?
I don't know.
Or better yet, was Cameron pointing a gun to that guy's family as they were shooting that scene? I mean, that's the only way you could get a black guy to say straight power. I'm not kidding. That's an actual line in the movie.
Again, haven't seen it.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the climax of the film? What's the big thing that happens?
The climax is Shark Boy pulls out a blow dryer. But after realizing that he probably
it's in the water anyway.
That he should probably
How can you ever dry wet paint when it's constantly wet?
That's the fucking point, man. He kills the shark by putting wet paint on a wall and drying it, and then when some kid comes over and admires the beauty of it, he realizes that he probably should have made amends with this shark.
Does he apologize to the wall at all?
Yes, and the power of friendship turns him into a living mural that could spawn God knows how many other sharks and fishies and whatever.
Is it called 1 Hour Photo 2?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Alright, give me a character. I would pay to see that movie. And you say I know you would at this point.
I know you totally would. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Oh my goodness, I want to see wet paint shark with a human brain.
You're the one who suggested it, man. You fucking live with it.
Oh, I will live with it and own it on 4K.
Okay, just for you, I'm going to do Harrison Ford in Air Force One.
Oh, good. So Harrison Ford is a suave art thief. He's a career criminal. He is doing exactly what he set out to do. But one day, he grows a conscience. And that conscience tells him everything he knows, sees, and says is wrong. His conscience is a social justice warrior played by Shia LaBeouf constantly yelling in his ear. And there he is. He's on a heist. He's trying to steal a diamond. And Shia LaBeouf is like, don't do it! Stealing is wrong! And he's like, but that's what I do for a living. He's like, get a job! I have a job! He's conflicted. There he is. He gets to the finale where he takes Shia LaBeouf out he takes him out of his brain, he plucks him, he throws him on the ground, and he imaginarily beats up Shia LaBeouf to break it so he can finally heist the diamond that will give enough money that he can use the money to save his wife by paying for her cancer treatments. And Shia LaBeouf is a giant paper bag sitting at a desk that says, I am art, and he beats the crap out of it, and he looks at it and he's like, get off my mind. You Were Always on My Mind, the movie.
Okay, your turn to pick a character for me, man.
Oof.
Pick a character, any character.
Give me Catwoman.
Okay, so in this movie, Catwoman is the world's meanest 10-year-old bully.
This is delightful.
But she strikes up a friendship with a new kid in school, Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And the two of them discover that they have one thing in common: they both love chess. Because this movie's plot is centered around a huge chess tournament.
Excellent.
Where Tobey Maguire teaches her how to play chess because the teacher wants her to learn how in order to get better social skills, better team playing skills, more sportsmanship, that type of stupid shit that you would see in an after-school special. And because, well, if you've seen Queen's Gambit, you know for a fact that Halle Berry has to win. Tobey Maguire has not won a damn thing in his life except for underground poker.
Good. 10-year-old underground poker. Sign me up. I'm gonna have a kid eventually. Sign me up.
Yeah, and he's newly paroled from Camp Green Lake, so
Good.
he has to learn how to play something that doesn't involve gambling, which is chess.
Oh my goodness. Who's their mentor / teacher / chess guy?
Well, keeping in the spirit of superheroes gone wrong, I am going to go with Billy Zane.
Excellent. Do you have a title for this movie at all, or a climactic scene, or anything?
I'm gonna imagine that the opponent in this movie, which is Flash Thompson from the original Spider-Man,
Excellent.
Joe Manganiello, I think is how you pronounce it. And when he cheats, Halle Berry pulls out her Catwoman whip and beats his ass.
We're gonna call his ass whipping too pawn in the game. Like, give me a couple random character.
Oh.
Any character, and then give me an authority figure.
Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna give Bill Hader from the Skeleton Twins
Excellent.
authority figure. Kevin James as the President of the United States from Pixels.
So, Bill Hader is a fiery young rapper with no chance on burning out his flame. He's running around doing a lot of shows, but one day he can't sleep. And he realizes that Kevin James, President, has become the monster in his dreams, trying to kill him. He fights and fights, but he has to rap his way out of this. He has to rap against a Kevin James President from Pixels, who has no talent whatsoever and is not even paid to be there, haunting his dreams. His bars go as such: "Get out of my dreams, you freaky demon. Go back to King of Queens. You never got a crown." And then he destroys him. And when he gets out of his dreams, he realizes the world is an epic wasteland. I call it... I'm going to call it something. I call it... I Am Rapper. I would not watch that movie for the record.
Okay, so I need a character and an A-list action star.
Oh. Give me the character of Clark Griswold
Okay.
from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Okay.
and give me the A-list action star.
Come on.
Of Jennifer Garner. No, she's not A-list. Give me Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Okay. So, Liam Neeson is the star who dies in the first act of this movie. That was my note. And an innocent person is framed for murder, and that is Chevy Chase.
Good.
And I'm going to make this a Fletch sequel because since he was
Excellent.
going undercover, Liam Neeson had to have been some mob who feels remorseful for his actions. He feels bad about being the worst husband and father in the world for the 12th time.
We discussed this extensively.
And he decides to give an expose to Fletch, but he dies fairly quickly on in the movie, and because he was the last person to talk to Fletch, everyone thinks that it's him. So Fletch has to go on the run in order to clear his name. He comes across other people who are also the worst parents in the world, being reformed mobsters. And so just for the hell of it, we're going to go with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who in real life is a terrible father.
Yeah.
To harp on that, everyone already has. Reporters still give him a hard time for that. Like, some Good Morning Australia thing or whatever kept hounding him about it.
Can you make the wife Rebel Wilson?
Yes.
That would be
I
a
mean,
couple.
I mean, if she was Anthony Mackie's wife in Pain and Gain...
Or Sacha Baron Cohen's wife?
Oh, God, I forgot... Wait, that was... No, that was the girl from Precious, wasn't it?
No, that's Rebel Wilson.
The girl from Precious was in that movie,
Yeah,
though.
but Rebel Wilson was the wife.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, I forgot
Rodney
about
Grimsby.
that.
Okay, so what's a big scene? Show me. Give me a scene.
The big scene is that because it's Liam Neeson, he is not dead.
Oh!
In the vein of Widows, he was just going to leave behind his wife and child. Because, yeah, you know what? He was a terrible wife, husband, and father in Widows.
He was a terrible wife.
know. Maybe he was Cillian Murphy's boyfriend in Breakfast at Pluto. I don't know.
We'll call it Death Wall.
Yeah, Fletch-free Death Wall or something like that. It'll be the 20-year-long sequel that nobody asked for, like Big Mama's.
Fair enough. All right, give me 2 characters here.
2 characters. I am going to go with Abby Hoffman from Trial of the Chicago 7 because he was one of the few redeeming qualities about the Trial of Chicago 7.
Give me a video game character.
Video game character. I'm going to go with Sonic.
Sonic. All right. So it's the final days. This is an alternate reality of the Trial of the Chicago 7. Abby Hoffman is on trial. He's winning. The crowd is with him. The government is with him. But right before he can give the last testament of truth, the last piece that will convict him, that will not convict him in anybody's eyes, the irrefutable evidence, Sonic kills him, and it becomes a manhunt to try to get Sonic away because he's killed the only key witness to peace, pollution, and revolution. I call it A Few Good Sonics. What do you need?
I'm not even going to help you pick that one up.
No, I walked into that one.
Okay, so I want you to come up with a DC character.
Oh, give me Bane.
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 Okay. So we loved that Avengers movie really much, so we want to turn this into a big crossover event. And since you said Bane, a crossover event with the Christopher Nolan Batman movies.
Okay.
Take a franchise that has superheroes and take a franchise that technically doesn't have superheroes because nobody has powers in the Christopher Nolan trilogy.
That's true.
Something that nobody ever points out.
I never really thought about that.
Yeah, nobody's
like
ever
them.
thought about that. All those, you wonder, the Christopher Nolan movies, like the Nolan Batman movies, everyone's just like, those marketed towards adults, why can't we? Because you have superpowers.
Okay. Yeah.
So, in the vein of that, we're going to make Bane an astronomer that thinks that they have made contact with aliens, which
that makes sense.
is going to make it very freaky in the Nolan Batman trilogy because there were no superpowers at that point. So, they have come into contact with the Avengers, and of course, Batman is going to go all BVS on him, where even if there is a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take that as an absolute certainty. That quote I actually remember from Batman v Superman, because that actually was a very Batman-y quote, and Ben Affleck was a pretty good Batman.
He was. He just got a bad movie.
Absolutely. And he could have made the Batman good. He also could have made it a lot sooner so that Robert Pattinson wouldn't have had to have gotten sick. Just saying.
I like it.
But we have the Avengers, we have that Batman v Superman thing, except good. Except much more good because the Avengers' lighthearted personalities clash with everyone's much more dark, brooding, and realistic tone. And it would be a very good what-if scenario.
Aquaman could be the villain.
No.
Alright. I am going to label your movie
The Avengers
Assemble or something. I don't know. I blank.
We're not going to be able to figure
Give
it out.
me a cartoon character.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Donald Duck.
Donald Duck is a duck kid with supernatural abilities.
Oh boy, I love where this is going.
And he gets his supernatural abilities from streaming on Twitch. One day, someone leaves a hate comment, and he becomes Captain Positive, crushing hate comments. And when he sees a swarm of radioactive mutant bees, he knows justice must be done. So he recruits his cohorts, his superhero team.
So
Iron Poo, the mightiest honey eater in all of the 100-Acre Woods. Bullwinkle, Captain Bullwinkle. He stands for truth, justice, and the stupid way, and together they have to fight the radioactive mutant bees down to their hive. And when he crushes them, he's like, I wasn't the Star Wars kid. You were. It's a movie.
Yeah, it totally is. What do you think? One more?
Just this one more from you, one more from each of us. Yeah.
Okay, so your character that you're gonna choose for this is. Let's make it an R-rated character.
An
just for fun.
R-rated character. Give me Tusk from Tusk.
Oh god, this is gonna be awesome.
The
So
Tusk
if you
creature.
don't know, Tusk is a Kevin Smith horror comedy. Justin Long is a podcast host who goes and meets Michael Parks or something. What was the actor's name?
No clue.
This very mysterious but charismatic guy, but when he makes the mistake of drinking a stranger's tea, he finds out he's being held hostage by this guy who wants to turn him into a walrus. So, let's just say that Justin Long's walrus is hunting for Bigfoot.
Good.
And at the exact same time, there is a bunch of kids, we'll basically say it's the Losers Club from It, who are looking for adventure during their summer vacation.
Yes.
Because for some reason, someone's parents somewhere decided to take all 5 or 6 of them out on this trip. But what I'm thinking of is how can I make this the next big pirate franchise?
Yes.
And because
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
And because, spoiler warning for this, Tusk features a Johnny Depp cameo covered in makeup. So, we can just rip off that makeup in Kevin Smith fashion, have him be Captain Jack Sparrow, having been booted off of his, being booted off of
Flagship
his
franchise.
Pretty much. And he can be... That is a good question. He could be searching for Bigfoot as well, trying to redeem himself, trying to capture it, bring it back to the Black Pearl, and convince his crew, hey, Savvies, I brought this Bigfoot. We can we keep him?
Is the final scene him getting drunk with Bigfoot and the boat sinking?
No, Bigfoot turns out to be Pennywise, which is why the Losers Club are there. And in a Goonies fashion, they can have a good old-fashioned sword fight. And meanwhile, the walrus can basically be Sloth from the Goonies. In fact, I would love to see a movie where Justin Long just goes, hey, you guys.
What are we calling it? You got any ideas?
Tusk Raiders?
Tusk Raiders of the Lost Fart.
I wasn't going to go that far.
Alright, give me a character.
Okay, I'm going to go with Deadpool.
Alright.
We're going to forget some of this shit here.
So Deadpool is a child beauty pageant queen who's winning all his beauty pageants. No matter what Deadpool does, he wins. It could be because he kills them. It could be because he won. Fair and square. And because he buys so many beautiful swan dresses like Bork, he now has to rob a bank to get himself out of debt. The bank he's robbing is the one that Denzel Washington has in The Insider.
Oh, God. Inside Man.
Inside Man. So it's Deadpool as a child beauty pageant in a swan dress, holding up a bank, terrorizing everyone. And Denzel Washington has to say, you should say, it's a terrible crossover, but it is a movie. I'm going to call it The Swanrelizer.
I can just imagine him winning the beauty pageant where it's just like, and the winner is, I'd double check that if I were you. Boy, am I glad this guy's not Steve Harvey, otherwise
Oh my goodness, that'd be so good. Anyway, that's our...
In fact, imagine if it was Steve Harvey just for the sake of
It is Steve Harvey now.
And the winner is, I double check it this time if I were you. Hey man, I made a mistake, okay? I'm on Family Feud right now.
Things you might say to Deadpool. Fuck you.
Name something you might say to Deadpool. Break out the chimichangas. Break out the chimichangas.
It's not on the board. What do you mean it's not on the board, Deadpool? Oh, so that's our stupid game.
It's up there, Steve. It's up there. No, it's not. Have you seen Family Feud? Oh, I've seen it all the time. And you know good and hell well, it ain't up there. I'm not a good player. I don't know what's up there. I do
Oh, the
know
Deadpool-
what ain't up there.
What about the Deadpool family on Family Feud? It'd be Deadpool, his friend TJ,
Cable,
his grandma, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Negasonic, how you been, darling? Good. What do you do?
Colossus, how are you feeling today? I am well, thank you, Mr. Harvey.
Good. What do you do?
The guy's like, this is the person you want me to be on the show with? This is who you want me to be on the show with. Pulls out a gun. Can I kill it? No.
Y'all got Marvel Studios, like the big tentpole. And this is who you got.
Versus the Fantastic Four from 2006.
Yeah, that would just be like, oh hell no, I ain't doing. I'm not gonna survive this. This might be my last show.
I would watch that. Anyway, check out
Before people
Wolves.
get so pissed off at me for doing this.
We do things sometimes. Tomorrow, I don't know. Next time, when the next video's out, look forward to whatever it is that we do. This has been the Josh and Tyler show.
Yes, it has.
I'm not drunk on burps at all.
This is
Anyway.
just water.
So you think it could be water flavored water?
Want to find out?
Nah, I'm good. I don't know, like water flavor. We are gonna I'm gonna go die in the other room now. Bye.